And we're going to look at this final discussion point for social emotional learning, which is unity in diversity. And this is so important, especially in the 21st century. And it includes a recap of the 3 R's, and also with bullying, of course, which covers that, with a focus on healing racism, discrimination, segregation, fitting in, getting in, and of course, self-worth and self-esteem. They are all related in unity and diversity. It's a celebration. Let's look at our first thought, which is social injustices involve issues like racism, sexism, and that means that you look at women differently than men, and you might treat them worse, or you might not pay them the same amount that you'd pay a man, even though they're doing the same thing. Looking at various fears or phobias, and you need to look up different phobias. Claustrophobia means that you're afraid of being in closed-in places, and there are a lot of other different phobias and fears that we want to squash as we're looking at celebrating diversity. And I want you to know that the root stems from a lack of respect. And I don't care what happens, if you got some trouble with racism and stuff like that, there's a respect issue involved, because this covers bullying and various acts of violence and crime. Because I don't respect you if I'm going to take a key and scratch your car up. I don't respect you if I steal stuff from you. I don't respect you if I beat you up for nothing over something dumb and stupid. I don't respect you, and that's part of why we want to help you to be a 3 R's person. So I want you to know that I have an acronym for respect, which is realizing everyone's social, personal, emotional, creative treasures. Realizing everyone's social, personal, emotional, creative treasures. And this eliminates what incriminates, because if you have that respect for yourself, for those in your same age bracket and grades, and adult leadership, that's going to eliminate social injustices. I know I got that right. And that all comes from unity and diversity. Now I want you to just listen to this right quick. If you take a good look at yourself, then you're going to see others differently. And some things will never change. I want you to know that that's just the way it is. I'm keeping it for real. A leopard is not going to change his spots. And you might think of an Ethiopian or a person from Africa who has dark skin. They are not going to change their skin color. So I want you to make sure that you change yourself for the best. Oh, I got that right. And this second thought and last thought about unity and diversity is that when we focus on the human race, that one race that we all are a part of, then we can learn that although we have many differences by the color of our skin, our gender, how we look, tall, skinny, short, fat, all of that stuff, I want you to know that we do have many things in common. If you think about physical things, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, hands, fingers, emotional things, everybody gets sad sometimes, everybody gets angry and mad sometimes, everybody's excited. If I gave you $1,000, you ought to be excited, unless you already got $1 million, but that's another story. And I want you to know that economically, we have some things in common too, because there's a whole bunch of folks that's having some problems with money, especially now during this COVID-19 and this coronavirus pandemic. There's a lot of people that don't have jobs and trying to get unemployment and everything. Guess what, honey? We are in the same boat for a lot of things. But we have to learn to live together in unity and peace in order to end up. And when I think about acronyms, as we learn to power up in unity and diversity and in unity and peace, power, as we said, is positive outcomes with every resource. Unity is united now, inspiring togetherness year round. and peace is positive energy and character excellence. And the Yes Club is here to help you help yourself to be the best you that you can be. And so I just want you to try to power up. That's what we have to do, and you have got to learn that with unity and diversity. So I hope you're excited about social emotional learning, SEL. It's really not too hard if you really think about it.